Hi, may I please speak with Nick?
Yes, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. So, what does this regard?
That's a great question, Nick. Well, my name is Denny Smith, and I'm with the front office of the Chicago Cubs. I thank you, and I was hoping that you could help me out today. I'm just want to take 10 minutes of your time to discuss some of the corporate events that you guys hold at Pepsi for some of your employees. Do you have 10 minutes to just have a quick conversation?
Um, I would, but I was just getting ready to go to lunch, and I don't know. I'm busy pretty much the rest of the day, so I don't know.
Yeah, I respect that, Nick. Your time is definitely valuable. I promise it would only take 10 minutes, and if this went any longer, it's because you would have asked me to keep on the phone with you. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds good. When you put it like that, yeah, I'm good then.
Sounds good, man. Well, like I said, my name is Denny Smith, and I'm with the Chicago Cubs. And Nick, I'm calling to discuss with you some of the opportunities that we have at Wrigley Field this season, and how you all at Pepsi might be a good fit. So I'm curious, what are you guys currently doing in terms of your corporate events for your employees?
So we have festivals and carnivals that are run throughout the summer, sometimes the winter if we have the time. That's pretty with our employees. That's how we like to, give back to them.
That sounds awesome. And do you guys include food, drinks, or any games at those festivals that you have throughout the year?
Yeah, we have free food. We have a band that's live the whole night, and also like contests and all that for people to win stuff.
Oh man, that sounds awesome. What were some of the things that you guys auctioned off or gave away at those contests?
Yeah, so we'll have like a limited edition, like signed like Pepsi bottles or cans that haven't came out, or just sometimes we'll have like a Pepsi hat that's signed by certain sports people in the Chicago area, whether from the Bulls or the White Sox, and every now and then the Cubs.
That's awesome. Do you guys have a lot of sports fans in the office at Pepsi?
Oh yeah, they definitely like to show off their love for whichever team they love.
Absolutely, nothing better than showing off your pride. That's awesome. Now, how many people normally attend those events that you guys have? Like, whether that be, are most of your events mainly in the summer, or you also mentioned that you had a couple in the winter as well?
Yeah, we had a couple in the winter. More people show up, of course, during the summer. Probably a couple hundred. Around half of them, more than half.
That's awesome. And then, would you consider that to be a pretty good turnout?
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. That sounds like a great time there. Do you guys include the families as well, or is it strictly just the people in the office?
Yeah, we definitely like to do the office and all that. Allow them to have their families come with them too.
That's great. Nothing like blowing off some steam, getting people to know each other, and just having a great time with your coworkers. That's great. Now, you talked about your employee appreciation events, but do you guys do any sort of client relation events in terms of entertaining your clients and building up your business?
We try. It's definitely sometimes it can be too expensive and all that, so we haven't looked into that. It just don't have time, too expensive, pretty much is the reasons why.
I totally understand. If I told you there was a way that we can work around that budget you have and that lack of funds to do something like that, then maybe you'd be interested in hosting clients, whether that be at a Cubs game perhaps.
Cubs games, they sound good and all. I'm actually, unlike the people in my office are fans, I'm actually not really a fan of sports. I just like watching them.
Yeah, that's no worries at all, Nick, and I get that a lot actually. And the thing is, in today's sports world, we've found that people aren't actually going to games to watch the games anymore. They're going there to have a great time, whether that be with their coworkers or their clients, having some great conversation, enjoying the awesome food that Wrigley has to offer. There's nothing better than a hot dog at Wrigley when you're walking up those steps, getting to the field, and you smell the grills and you smell the food being cooked. And just enjoying a cold beer on a warm summer day. So let me ask you, Nick, have you or your family been to a Cub game by chance?
We actually have, we got free tickets. Like I said, I'm not a fan, but, mainly went for, the sake of our kids. We want them to have a fun time.
Yeah, that's awesome. How old are your kids?
I have two. One's 7-year-old, one's 11-year-old.
Awesome. Are they finally starting to get into sports? Are they big baseball fans?
I don't know if they're baseball fans, but they definitely had a fun time, which is the most important part.
Absolutely, that's great to hear. Like I said earlier, it's not about being a fan of baseball, but just having an awesome time, whether that be a sporting event or whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's great, Nick, and I appreciate that. Well, like I said, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Based on our conversation, you mentioned that you have a lot of festivals and carnivals throughout the summer. with your employees that provide food, live music, and just a fun time to just for people to get to know each other and blow off some steam. You also mentioned that you haven't really done a lot of events hosting clients, but you would definitely want to get into that someday. And if maybe you could find the right fit with the right event, maybe we can start get that plan for you.
Yeah, as long as it's not like really expensive.
Absolutely, and even just making an investment now can definitely help your business grow, and then you would see that return on investment in the future. With that said, I would love to have you out to Wrigley Field for an exclusive walkthrough and then check out the amenities that we have to offer. After the walkthrough, we can sit down and figure out the best option for you and Pepsi. We have a game on Thursday, August 6th at 7:05 and Friday, August 7th at 3:05. Nick, which day would work best for you?
I don't know. I could probably maybe call back and get with you maybe in a couple days. I just don't know at the very moment.
Yeah, I respect that, Nick. I would say since I have my calendar out right now, I'm sure you have a calendar in front of you too. Let's go ahead and get something on the books now, just because a lot of our packages are running out fast, and I want to make sure that we can get you in for a meeting to make sure we can get this done for you this year to provide your employees an awesome time this summer at a Cub game, and just even maybe talk about hosting clients one day and seeing if we can build that into something big for your business. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great. Well, Nick, what's the best email I can reach you at?
It'll be nb922815@pepsi.com.
Perfect. And then does the Thursday, August 6th game work well for you, or the Friday, August 7th?
By looking at it, probably Friday, since it's the end of the work week.
Perfect. And that game starts at 3:05. I'm going to go ahead and send you an email. Like I said, my name is Denny Smith, and you'll be getting that email directly from me. In that email, it will have our confirmed time. Let's say we meet at 2 o'clock that day. It'll be about an hour or so before first pitch. I can show you in the family around the ballpark, and we can go ahead and go from there. It will also have that email will also have the best number to reach me at when you arrive. Is this the best number to reach you at, so I can go ahead and send you any information or a text or a call on the day of the game?
Yeah, it's the best way to reach me.
Perfect. And as I mentioned, after checking out the ballpark, we'll figure out the best option for you and Pepsi. Now, is there anybody else that's involved in this decision-making process that would want to be present as well?
Me and the people that are in my council group. I'll pitch it to them and see if any of them are interested.
Perfect.
To go in with their family as well.
That's awesome. So you have no worries at all. Go ahead and talk to the people in your council. And let's just say get back to me with those additional ticket numbers about a week or so before the game, just so I can make sure we get those reserved and get you guys all out to the game. I'll have to reserve the time with ballpark security. So you're pretty certain that 2 o'clock works pretty well for you on that August 7th?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, it should.
Awesome. Once you arrive, Nick, give me a call and I can meet you at the Ernie Banks statue at 2 o'clock. Like I said, I really appreciate you taking the time today. And do you have any other questions before we hop off?
No questions.
Awesome, Nick. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns before the August 7th game.
All right, sounds great.
Have a great day.
You too.